Imagine this. You're seated comfortably on a flight, perhaps sipping your favorite drink, scrolling through your phone, or chatting with a fellow passenger. The engines hum peacefully, and the flight attendants walk by with reassuring smiles. Everything feels routine, until it isn't. A sudden shout, a figure rises, chaos erupts. In that split second, a regular flight transforms into a nightmare at 35,000 feet. Today, we bring you 7 of the most recent plane hijackings that grip the world in fear. From shocking demands to moments of unexpected heroism, these stories will leave you questioning just how safe the skies really are. Make sure to stick around till the end, because number 2 incident will truly leave you speechless. 7. The Dubai-Mumbai hijack attempt, 2024. In February 2024, Flight 198 from Dubai to Mumbai faced a horrifying moment. Mid-flight, a lone passenger sprang up, clutching a device that looked like a bomb. He screamed threats, demanding the plane be diverted to Pakistan. Panic spread like wildfire. The quick-thinking cabin crew, trained for emergencies, managed to distract him. Passengers watched as the crew tackled the man, using seat belts and ties to restrain him. When the flight landed in Mumbai, investigators found his explosives were nothing more than a cleverly assembled fake device. Interesting fact, experts revealed later that the man used a child's toy battery pack to mimic explosives, showing just how easy it is to create fear. The crew's quick action likely saved 200 lives that day. 6. Iran's domestic flight hijacking, 2023. December 2023. A domestic flight from Tehran to Mashhad turned into a high-stakes standoff when 2 armed men rose from their seats mid-flight. The hijackers claimed they were rebels and demanded the plane be diverted to Afghanistan. Passengers were frozen in terror. However, the crew secretly managed to signal the Iranian military. Within minutes, fighter jets appeared beside the plane, a clear warning to the hijackers. Under immense pressure, the men surrendered before landing. All 137 passengers were safe, but their terrifying ordeal lasted nearly 2 hours. Interesting fact, this incident became one of the fastest responses by an air force during a hijacking. The fighter jets scrambled in under 7 minutes. The Ethiopian Airlines attempt, 2023. In August 2023, an Ethiopian Airlines test flight turned into a near catastrophe. A disgruntled airline employee, disguised as a maintenance worker, snuck onto a grounded aircraft in Addis Ababa. His plan? Hijack the plane mid-test flight and divert it to a neighboring country. Luckily, one sharp-eyed pilot noticed unusual behavior from the man before takeoff. Realizing something was wrong, he immediately called for security. The man was arrested on the spot, and his plans were foiled before they could take flight. Interesting fact, experts later discovered the man had inside knowledge of test flight schedules, raising serious questions about airline ground security protocols. The Air France scare, 2022. In May 2022, an Air France flight from Paris to Toronto became the stage for terror when a passenger suddenly lunged toward the cockpit, shouting about a divine mission. Hidden in his carry-on were sharp objects, improvised weapons he'd smuggled on board. Passengers watched in horror as the man attacked crew members. But bravery prevailed. Several passengers jumped in, helping the injured crew restrain the man. The pilot declared an emergency and diverted the flight to Iceland, where authorities arrested the hijacker. Interesting fact, after the incident, security experts pointed out that many everyday objects, like pens or credit cards, can be turned into makeshift weapons, highlighting the ongoing challenges in preventing onboard violence. 3rd Turkish Airlines flight hijack drama, 2022, January 2022. A Turkish Airlines flight en route from Istanbul to Moscow faced an intense mid-air scare. A man claiming he had a bomb in his bag stood up and shouted, "Divert this plane to Kyiv or I'll blow it up." Passengers panicked, but the calm and composed flight crew stepped in. They convinced the man to sit down, promising they would meet his demands once they landed. Secretly, they notified the cockpit, and authorities were waiting in Moscow. Upon landing, the bomb turned out to be fake. But for the 170 passengers on board, the terror was very real. Interesting fact, this incident revealed that nearly 80% of hijackers bluff about explosives, relying on fear alone to gain control. 2. The South African Airways hijacking, 2021. October 2021 brought chaos to a domestic South African Airways flight. Two hijackers, armed with crude makeshift weapons, held passengers hostage, demanding the plane be diverted to Namibia. Their reason? The release of political prisoners. The situation stretched for hours, with passengers enduring an agonizing standoff. Finally, the crew convinced the hijackers that the plane needed fuel to reach Namibia. Upon landing, South African Special Forces stormed the plane, rescuing all passengers unharmed and arresting the hijackers. Interesting fact, the weapons used were sharpened metal cutlery stolen from an airport lounge, a chilling reminder of how basic items can be weaponized in moments of desperation. 1. The Bangladesh Biman hijacking, 2019. Topping our list is the dramatic hijacking of Biman Bangladesh Airlines Flight 147 in February 2019. The flight was en route from Dhaka to Dubai when a lone gunman stormed the cockpit, claiming to have explosives. His demand: to speak directly with Bangladesh's Prime Minister. The plane made an emergency landing in Chittagong, where negotiations began. Passengers were evacuated, leaving behind a tense standoff. Hours later, Bangladeshi Special Forces stormed the aircraft, neutralizing the hijacker. It was revealed that his weapon was a toy gun, and there were no explosives on board. Interesting fact, the hijacker's bizarre motive? He reportedly wanted to confess his love to a Bollywood actress, showing just how irrational hijacking demands can be. Each of these hijacking stories reveals the fragility of air travel security, but also the extraordinary courage of pilots, crew, and passengers. Which of these stories surprised you the most? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you love real-life aviation stories, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon. Stay safe, and we'll see you in the next video.